Under the burning sun of ancient Egypt, where the Nile River curved like a ribbon of green across the golden desert, there was a small village resting by the water. In that village lived a farmer named Amon, a man with rough hands, a bent back, and eyes filled with quiet strength. For many years, he had planted rice along the Nile, believing that each grain was a sacred gift from the sun god Ra. But that year, the Nile did not flood. No rain came. The earth cracked open like dry clay. People began to abandon their fields, leaving for the cities near the pharaoh's palace in search of work. Only Amon stayed, walking slowly across his dry land, holding seeds in his hand, unsure whether to hope or to give up. One afternoon, as Amon sat beside the river, an old blind beggar approached. His voice was hoarse but warm. "You look like a man who has lost something," the old man said. "I've lost my land, my water, my hope," Amon answered. "No," the old man smiled. "You've only forgotten why you began. Planting is not only for food. It is to believe that tomorrow will come." Amon was silent. Those words brushed past him like a soft wind. He didn't fully understand, but he thanked the old man and went home. That night, however, he couldn't sleep. The voice of the beggar echoed in his mind, like a seed falling into dry soil, small yet unforgettable. The next morning, Amon decided to keep his field, even when everyone said he was a fool. He dug into the cracked soil, poured out his last jars of water, and planted each seed with trembling hands. Days passed. The sun burned, and the land split open like the scales of a serpent. Villagers laughed at him. "Old man, do you really think the gods still listen to your prayers?" Amon smiled. "I am not praying. I am doing what I believe in." Then came the storm. A sandstorm swept across the land, burying his young crops beneath waves of golden dust. Amon knelt on the ground, clutching a handful of sand, his eyes stinging. "Maybe they were right," he whispered. "Maybe I am foolish." That night, he wandered into the desert, where the sky stretched endlessly, and silence filled the air. In the dim light of a flickering oil lamp, he met the old blind man again. "So, you wish to give up?" "I've lost everything: water, seeds, strength." "Then tell me," the old man said gently. "Why do you plant?" "To live." "And are you still alive?" "Yes." "Then the seed is still within you," the old man smiled. "The earth may be dry, but if your heart stays warm, the harvest will return." Amon fell to his knees. Tears mixed with the sand. And at that moment, he understood. The true seed does not lie in the soil, but within the heart of the sower. The next day, Amon returned to his village. No one paid him any attention, but he smiled quietly, calm as the Nile at dawn. He cleaned his field, gathered the remaining seeds, and planted once more. Weeks turned into months. The sun was still harsh, the ground still dry, but Amon no longer felt despair. Every morning he rose early, faced the rising sun, and whispered, "I plant not because I'm sure of the harvest, but because I believe life will always find its way." One morning, as mist covered the field, he saw a tiny green sprout rising from the sand, then another, then 100 more. Tears filled his eyes. The first flood of the new season came not from the Nile, but from his heart. The villagers slowly returned, amazed at the sight of green fields spreading under the blazing sun. Amon only smiled. "You see," he said, "the earth never betrays those who still believe in it." The story reached the pharaoh's palace. The king's messenger came and asked how Amon had grown rice in the drought. Amon answered simply, "There was no miracle, my lord, only a faith that refused to dry up with the land. Never forget why you began." That reason, is the first seed planted in your heart. Water it with faith, and it will grow, even in the driest ground, even when no one believes. Your seed is your faith. The drought is your test, and the harvest lives inside your heart.